Hello, hello, the students of the guitar. Uh, you might wonder, okay, why I'm using the keyboard when I'm addressing when I'm talking to the students of the guitar. Well, the reason why I'm doing this, I'm using the keyboard. Uh, to talk about the guitar is to let the students of the guitar know that it's a good thing. It's very, very important to learn something about the keyboard as a guitar players. You don't have to be a keyboard guru, but if you know something about the keyboard, if you know how to build chords on the keyboard, then when you get stuck trying to get to play chords on your guitar, so you can come on the keyboard and then build the chords and then go back to your guitar and play them, because it's easier, it's a lot easier to build chords on the keyboard than it is on the guitar, because on the keyboard you can see all your note, your keys, and if you know your notes, and if you know how to build chords, then you can go ahead and just build your chords. And it's a lot it, it's a lot easier to make chords on the keyboard and then transfer them to the guitar. And then uh, another thing on the keyboard, if you want, it's easier for you to write down your whatever you're doing on the keyboard. You might want to write it down on a piece of paper or on a sheet of music, something, and then it's easier for you to do than playing the guitar and then trying to do. It's not very convenient to do that on the guitar, like you writing what you're playing on a sheet of music or some stuff like that. It is a lot easier to do it on the keyboard. That's that's my that's my advice to the students of the guitar, is to learn the basics, at least the basics on the keyboard, so you can when you get stuck, when you have problems building your chords on the guitar, you can come here and then on the keyboard, and then you make your chords, you spell your chords out, and then you can go back to your guitar and play them. Yeah, that's the reason why. That's that's the reason why that I'm using the keyboard tonight, is to give you that piece of advice, is to learn something about the keyboard that will make it easier for you to find your chords on the guitar. So, for example, I can, if I want to play, okay, let's say I want to play a G major chord on the guitar. If I have problem, finding my notes on the guitar, I can come on the keyboard and say, okay, this is F. Okay, this is F, F A C, and then to play the F major 7, I play F, A, C, which is 1, 3, and 5. So in order for me to play the major 7th, I need to find the note 7th in the key of F. Okay, so that will be E. So all I got to do, add E to my regular triad, and then I got a F major 7. Okay. So you can do the same thing on the guitar, but it's sometimes it gets a little awkward, or a little difficult to do it on the guitar. Okay, let's say you want to play a minor 7. Let's say you want to play like D minor 7 chord. And another thing on the keyboard, it's easier to break down the notes of the chords, because it's easier for you to play inversions of the chord. You know what I mean by inversions? I mean, instead of starting playing your triad or your chord notes on the 1, you can start on the 3, you can start on the 5, you can start on the 7. So you play. It will give you that will give you different voicings, but at the same time, it's you can choose what is most convenient to you when as you play. So if I want to play if I want to play D minor 7th, for example, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be like D, F, A, and the 7 will be C. Okay, so that's D minor 7. What if I want to play D minor 7 flat 5? Okay, all I need to do on the keyboard is play D minor 7, which is D, okay, D, F, A, and then you got C, which is the flat, which is the flat 7th in the key of D, and then what is 5? 5 is okay. 5 is A. So if I want to play D minor 7th, I play my regular D minor 7 and then flat 5. All I got to do, lower 5 half a step, then I got flat 5. What is 5 in the chord? Is A. So I lower 5, which is A half step. Give me, then it's gonna give me A flat. I want to make sure that's right. Yeah, that's right. But I can play the inversion, first inversion. I can start on F. Okay, and I will have this. You can do the same thing on the keyboard on the guitar, but it's easier to get it here. And then you know your note. Okay, you know your note. You know F, A flat, and you got C, and you got D, and then you get your guitar and you find the same notes on your guitar, and then you play the chords. You play the chord. You play the C, that C minor 7 flat 5, and it's easy. It is a lot. It's better to learn chords this way, because you don't have to memorize them. Because a lot of musicians, a lot of guitar players, for example, they memorize a lot of chords on the fretboard, and whatever song they're playing, whatever key, and they try to remember those chords, and then since they remember the chords, and then they keep playing the same chords over and over, then it's natural for them to just go to the chord, okay? But the only problem is you're gonna play the same chords all the time because you memorize them. Okay, you memorize them. But if you build it, and again, all the chords you memorize, you're not going. It's impossible to remember all those chords when you play. But if you make a chord, it's going to be easier for you to remember it because that's your stuff. You built it yourself. So yeah, my advice to you, students of the guitar, is learn. You don't have to be, like I said, a keyboard guru, but you can learn the basics so you can try to make build you some chords on it. Um, yeah, you can play. There's a lot of stuff you can do on the keyboard. Okay, okay. C. Let's say okay, I want to play C major 7. Okay. You see now for on the guitar, on the guitar. I'm gonna have to, try to find the notes and look at the strings. But on the keyboard, it's right here. I'm looking at the notes. Okay, I'm looking at the notes right here on the keyboard. C major 7. Okay, this is E. No, C. This is C, E, G. To make it major 7, I need to add the note 7th in the key of C, which is B. Okay. Okay. And you can play inversions of the chord. Yeah. So that's my advice. So look at let me see this chord here. If I were to see, this chord is actually it's a D9 right there. See, D9, D dominant 9. You see, I can play it because I can see the notes, the keys. But on the guitar, it's a little difficult to find those notes right away. You know. Okay, so all right, that's yeah, that's what I that's that's what I wanted to convey to you, students of the guitar, that you need to try to learn the basics of at least the basics of the keyboard to make it easier for you to play your chords, find your chord notes on the guitar. All right. All right. Take care.